Day in the life of a 20-year-old landscaping business owner. We started the day out bright and early, set up the tools in the dump trailer, and then headed out to the job site. Today we had a huge $2,500 rock installation job. We were installing 5 yards of egg rocks and 4 yards of marble rock. Once I set the boys up, I went and ran a few errands to get all of the supplies that we needed for the job, some energy drinks, and some sand that we were putting under the rocks. While I ran some errands, my foreman Shane put the boys to work. Once I got back, we threw the 2NS sand down and then put some tarp over it before we laid some egg rock on it. At this point, it was around noon, so I took the boys out for lunch and paid for their meals since yesterday it had rained a bunch and I had promised them I'd pay for their meals if they worked through the rain. Once we got back, we finished up the egg rock pretty quickly and then started laying the marble rock down in the back. I made sure that the boys were all good and then went and got some mason sand to throw on the client's beach and then stopped for some gas and grabbed some waters and Gatorades for the boys. Once I got back, the boys started firing up. We ran into an obstacle when we were spreading some rocks around the client's pond, but we ended up figuring out a strategy where we had an assembly line of shovels going where one guy would pass the shovel with rocks on it while he'd pick up the other shovel and we would just rotate. I think I'm going to pick up the camera a little bit more often because every time I would, it looked like the boys were working really hard. We finished this job up around 5 p.m. The client was extremely happy and he came outside to walk around with me so I could show him everything that we had done. The pond area was very interesting how we attacked it, but I'm very happy with how it all turned out and how quickly we were able to get through that dilemma. After walking with the client around his entire property and collecting payment, I put my sign on the corner of his property and then went over to Chipotle to grab some food. Now, if you want to know how I got this $2,500 rock job organically without spending any money on ads, comment Scape and I'll send you my free marketing blueprint.